Puella Magi Madoka Magica, or Madoka Magica for short, is an anime led by 5 girls who form contracts with QB to gain magical powers and battle interdimensional witches. What begins as a light-hearted adventure of heroism soon collapses into a grim, existential struggle for survival, not just against witches, but against themselves. By the story's end, only half the cast remains, their fates serving as the full price of this Faustian bargain. So, when I discovered there was a Madoka Magica RPG on Steam, I had one question. How could anyone adapt such a bleak, despair-ridden series into an RPG? It's free. It has mixed reviews. It's a gacha game. You play as a nameless shadow, a proxy for the player, who spins Magica stones to gamble for Kyoku, replicas of magical girls who fight on your behalf. The battle system is as bare bones as you'd imagine. Each Kyoku can perform a basic attack, a special attack for added damage or effects, and an ultimate attack that grants an extra turn to deal massive damage. The goal in any major encounter is to build up 5 ultimates, unload every debuff possible, and then launch the nukes to maximize damage. Of course, since this is a gacha game, enemies eventually turn into massive HP sponges that take several minutes to kill, which is why you'll need to spend a separate resource to level up your Kyoku and boost their attack power. Fortunately, there's an auto battle feature letting you handle chores while your magical army grinds away. Dungeons are also automated, as is the story progression.
Ohayo, Madoka.
The only thing keeping Magica Exedra from being a full idle clicker is that you have to manually confirm each result screen. Tedious, given that every dungeon is just a narrow corridor with one linear path forward. The story itself plays out as a visual novel that retells the Madoka Magica anime. It includes additional scenes that expand on the original. I didn't notice any major omissions, and the game faithfully recreates iconic moments, including Mami's infamous death. It even offers conveniences like autoplay and fast-forward options for those disinterested in the story. If you're seeking more Madoka content, it's all here, or in the manga, along with a few event-based side stories. Unfortunately, the generosity ends there. While the game frequently throws free loot boxes and event keys your way, I never pulled anything of real value. Buying 10 loot boxes costs 3,000 stones, and with a 50 pull requirement for a guaranteed 5-star, you're looking at a total of 15,000 stones. And that's still not the premium currency. The real premium gems sits behind an impregnable paywall, and I refuse to take part in such exploitative expenditures. In games like these, I usually choose to scrape by with whatever free resources the game offers, until I inevitably slam into a progression wall. Regardless, I had no intention of continuing beyond a certain point until my question was answered. The only thing that truly reminded me of Madoka Magica was its battle theme. Everything else felt like a standard, uninspired RPG wearing a familiar skin. I don't hate it, but I can't respect mediocrity when the source material demands brilliance. And so my question, how do you adapt a grim dark tragedy like Madoka into an RPG? Remained unanswered. At least until curiosity led me to another discovery. Madoka Magica Portable for the PlayStation Portable, developed by Namco Bandai. From what I've gathered, it's a roguelike that puts you in QB's place, guiding the magical girls through choices that determine their potential as magical girls and their chances of becoming witches should they fall into despair. Some plot points were likely reworked, of course, but it sounds like a much more faithful adaptation, one I fully intend to examine in the future.